Dear listener, ClockTower is intended for mature audiences and might be inappropriate or possibly triggering to some. Many of the themes and events in ClockTower are inspired by weird fiction as well as similar concepts, which means the show can get dark. If that isn't something you enjoy, please listen at your own discretion. We here at the ClockTower care about you, so please put your mental health first. Our show will be here when you're ready.
Welcome to Season 2 of ClockTower, a D&D 5e experience. To all our old and new listeners, we're excited to have you here with us. ClockTower is a D&D campaign turned audio drama, played with a custom class and a few house rules that we as a group collectively enjoy. If you find yourself getting a little lost, there's always older episodes to guide you back to the path. With all that said, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and welcome to the ClockTower. It doesn't take very long for all of you to settle into the nice little homes you've been given on this ranch. In fact, the two sort of houses that are connected in a single building have a door that you can actually open to the side of both living rooms that connect them. The two buildings are basically mirrored of each other. Barrett, are you and Trinket on the right-hand building or the left-hand building?
Right hand?
Yeah, I say right.
Okay. In that case, you guys, your side of the building is the side that faces towards the farmhouse and is near to the large shed in the back that she didn't talk about and the barn for the male raptors. Whereas Jaeger and Sam's side is on the side of the female raptors and the big, yard area of the ranch. The acres of land that they're able to just go run around on. What are you guys doing after you get settled in?
Well, I guess we just gotta wait for dinner or something. We don't really have any leads out here.
Right. I feel like it'd be kind of rude to just immediately go snooping.
Right. Well, it seems like the sun probably has the most information of what goes on and in and out of here and the city. So... And we're meeting them at dinner time, and they seem to be a bit of a shut-in, so anything preemptive of that, I feel would just be uncordial.
Oh, yeah.
The sound of furniture scraping the ground comes through the building as you see Jaeger pulling a chair out to the front of front of his building, facing off toward the where the raptors are enclosed. Then he pulls out what looks like a small side table. Puts that out there as well. Sits down, throws his feet up, and then looks off into the distance and looks like he's sort of just watching the area to make sure nothing's happening with the creatures.
Yeah, this whole environment for you, Jaeger, is
it feels
uncomfortably
nice.
familiar.
Ever since he's been here, Jaeger has been having an issue of having weird small flashbacks to his time in the tower before he ever joined up with everybody else, and he's just sort of he seems off, but not fully.
Well, it seems like Jaeger's taking solace in his new environment.
I'm sure he's just, getting acclimated. I think we all could. Do any of y'all know, anything about dinosaurs, since we're going to be dealing with them for 5 days? Because I can do a lot of bullshitting, but not this much bullshitting.
The inside of their mouths look like.
That might be helpful, but I don't think in the way you mean.
I really hope it's not, but yeah. Yeah, the last dinosaurs I ever saw weren't tamed or domesticated in any way, shape, or form. So...
Well, it's a good thing you're going into the really aggressive ones then. You'll have experience.
Yeah. Hurts. All right. But, we still gotta figure out what we're here for. We gotta figure out how long we have to do it. Obviously 5 days, but how long will it take us to even figure out what the fuck we're supposed to do here?
That's true. Do you have any experience with dinosaurs or animals at all, Trinket?
I I've only seen dinosaurs in like books.
Yeah. Same. Actually, we did get eaten by T-Rex.
Oh.
Skeleton T-Rex.
So I feel like one of us should probably bring up that other building that she didn't mention, because maybe that's it.
Oh, yeah, that'd be really convenient if it's just right there.
I mean, everyone knows I'm the shittiest talker about between all of us, so maybe I should just do it at some point. Not at dinner, like I said, but like I'll
Sam
bring
can
it
also
up.
just go invisible and go check it out.
Oh, yeah, that yeah.
Shit, that's fair.
well,
All right, cool.
Why did... Oh. No, I just feel silly for not thinking of that.
I mean, you did it before.
Well, I made Jaeger invisible before. And myself. I can make one of you invisible.
I mean, that works too. And I can do a silence as well, if we're being super careful.
Who's the sneakiest in general of all of us?
Sam looks at Trinket.
It's not me.
I was stealth
I hope
plus
it's
one.
not me.
I mean, if you have silence on me and I'm invisible, there's not really any way that I can be found even if I do get into a fight, so...
True. And it's probably wise to use silence as well, because what I remember from dinosaurs is they have very, very good hearing.
Oh. Okay, that's actually really good information to know.
Yeah, sure, I can go check it out.
Yeah, well, plus, if you're going to be, well, it all depends on what the temperament of her son's like, but
Yeah.
if you can...
I would say after dinner, maybe, like when everyone's asleep.
Oh, sure, yeah, we
then
can
go
do it now.
check and...
Yeah, why not?
No, not now. I'm saying after dinner we...
No, I mean like today, though.
Oh, yeah.
Tonight.
Just because like it seems like it would make more sense to do so early, and if we can catch the problem before it begins, why not? I'd rather not have another Shadow Man situation where we ended up like hunting them down at the very last second and then having things go wrong.
Yeah.
It kind of sounds like you guys are waiting until dinner.
Yes.
I'm
You
shooting
have,
the shit.
you have about an hour before that happens.
Jaeger's just vibing on this chair with his little end table. Just
Jaeger's gonna sit on the porch. Are you inside or outside? Because it's so you are. So
he's,
Jaeger
he's
is
talking through the door.
Jaeger is sitting on the porch. Apparently, currently, all of you are like talking about this in Sam and Jaeger's like living room. What are the rest of you doing for an hour until dinner?
I am going to go to the front door of the main house and knock.
The door opens a little bit. The screen door opens a little bit, and there's like, you see the girl there is again covered in flour this time, and she's like, her hands have like weird mush all over them. She's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I can't open the door right now. Did you need something?"
I was about to ask you that.
Oh,
I'd like to help if possible.
sure, yeah, you absolutely come on in. Like opens the door and you see that she looks like, when you get into the kitchen, it's a mess. She looks like she is making like chicken fried steak and mashed potatoes and like some pot of some sort of vegetables, but you're not sure what vegetables those are. And she is making an absolute mess. Looks like she's setting everything up. She goes, "Well, first of all, if you could set the table, that'd be great. We need 6 spots.
Okay. Where are the dishes?
They're in a cabinet in the dining room. You should see them.
I'll find them.
Thank you." And she and Barrett, you end up helping her with the rest of dinner.
And hopefully making the hour go by a little quicker.
It definitely does. And you kind of help her clean up more than ever. She seems like she has a real handle on like how she wants everything to be cooked in a very specific way.
But she leaves a wake behind her.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotcha.
You know what? You compare a lot of things to him, but like, yeah, it's kind of like doing anything with grin.
Yeah.
So you're
Yep.
well
Yep, I
used to
got it.
just cleaning up the mess now. Sam, what about you?
I think Sam is going on kind of a walk around the perimeter of the ranch. In particular, they don't think anyone's noticed. They are trying out different spells, like little illusion of a mouse, little glowing light from dancing lights, and seeing like what the dinosaurs react to, if at all.
Okay. And Trinket, what about you?
I'm gonna look around this little house and see if there's any like books or something. Hopefully maybe books about dinosaurs.
There are, in fact, a lot of books about dinosaurs, as well as some, like, you think, like, maybe children's books that were, like, stored here from maybe when her kid was a kid. And also, like, a bunch of dusty board games.
Cute. I'm gonna see if I can kind of, like, read about the raptors a little bit so I can kind of sort of know what I'm doing.
Okay, roll a history check with advantage. I mean, you already have advantage, but you know what? Roll a history check with +2.
It's 21.
Yeah, I'm going to give you advantage on any of the checks involving the raptors. You, like, look through a book and you study up, and it's like, it feels more like a refresher course than learning new knowledge for you.
Nice.
And Sam, as you're like, you see that the raptors react to, like, the phantom noises more than the
Actual images.
The images, yeah. And then eventually, she cleans up herself a little bit and goes, I just wanted to say thank you so much for helping. I really, really appreciate it.
Oh, my pleasure. I did not want to sit idly.
Yeah, I know how that is. And she, like, goes and she rings this, like, bell that sounds off so loudly that, Sam, you hear it all the way over by the fence line.
Sam jumps.
And Sam, you take pretty long to, like, you're like, oh shit, like, time really got away from you. And as you take arguably longest, like, Jaeger and Trinket and Barrett all sit down at the table. She sits at the head of the table, and then Sam, on your way in, you see that there's a light up in the tower as the sun is starting to go down. And then you just see, like, the silhouette of somebody moving up there, and then you go inside, and everybody's at the table, and there's a place made for her kid, whoever that is, and he's not there. And she looks at that spot too as you sit down, and it's just like,
Sam like slides their chair out and slides back in. Sorry, I'm late. Get to lay the land, you know.
She goes, yeah, well, thanks for coming. I look forward to working with you all, and hopefully we can, you know, really get to know each other over the next couple of months while we finish the season out. And I just, thanks for coming. We should dig in. I'll bring a plate up to him later.
All right, yeah.
And
We would love to meet him, though. As I sit down, I take my hat off.
Sam sees Baron and goes, oh, 6.
Years has been on the back of the chair this entire time.
I'd hate to be sharing land with a stranger.
she gives you a look and says, yeah, me too. And then she looks really kind of sad for a second. And then you guys eat, and food's really good.
Right, this is my first food that isn't corn.
We're all like,
is included.
Also,
And
like,
chicken.
this farmhouse is, like, way too reminiscent of where you just were.
we're all sitting in the same spots. Like, we're all looking at each other like, okay, guys, I think it's good. I don't think it's corn.
No one touches the corn cobs.
Yeah, and then you, like, see her bring the pot out with vegetables. It looks exactly like the pot that you guys cooked all the corn in. You were like, oh, God. And she, like, pulls it out, and it's, like, green beans.
Oh my god. I love green beans. What are green beans? Okay.
You all seem real excited for the green beans. She's, like, putting them out on everybody's plates.
We just like variety, you know.
Well, if you want to have something different, I've got a bunch of other stuff. I have some onions growing, potatoes, and I ordered in some corn from the city, so that should be here pretty soon.
Nice. They're like,
Like the dead look in our eyes. Like,
Barrett chokes on his food for a second.
Corn's been I've never really been a big fan of corn, but potatoes sound fantastic.
Y'all don't have to have any corn if you don't want. I can cook something else. I mean, if you guys have anything that you like or you don't like, just tell me. I'd love to do my best to cook for y'all while you're all here.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much. It's been a long time since we've had a good meal. You know, this feels very nice and together. So, thank you so much for all of this.
And I know I'm real bad at this. I'm kind of scatterbrained. I got a lot going on, but just so I have this right, it's like everybody's eating. She goes, it's Barrett. You said your name. You're Sam, right?
Yeah.
You're who I've been talking to.
That's right.
And then Jaeger.
Jaeger, yes.
And Trinket, right?
Yeah.
All right. And I'm Annabelle. You can call me Anna, or you can call me Belle. Whatever you like.
Well, again, we've been talking a lot, but pleasure to actually see you in person, Anna.
It's a pleasure to meet you as well. Well, I mean, it's been a great dinner. We all have a real early day tomorrow, so I'll make a plate up and I'll bring it up to him, and you guys y'all get some shut eye. And she goes into the kitchen and starts making, like, she takes the empty plate from the table and starts going in and making a plate.
I'll start taking everybody's plates and stacking it on mine if they're done.
Jaeger, like, make sure he gets, like, a piece of, like, a bread roll and, like, soups up all the extra, like, liquids off his plate and goes, oh, good. And, like, gives Barrett a thumbs up.
Sam grabs, like, leg of bird or a piece of meat, whatever's on the table, and just, like, puts it in their pocket.
Pocket turkey.
Sam fucking puts some chicken fried steak into their pocket, and then Barrett, you help
take all
start
the
helping
plates
clean up.
and
She goes,
go to
you
this.
don't have to do that. I can handle cleaning up myself.
I'm being paid to be here, aren't I?
Yeah, but I can only afford to pay you during working hours.
Well, you don't need to pay me then, as I wash the dishes.
She blushes.
No, too late. You already did it. Out here with this tall, dark, and handsome style with the chest out.
Just the shirt. No shirt. So, Trinket, what are you doing after you finally had a meal that wasn't terrible? Or did you do that thing where, like, you had good food for the first time ever and you ate way too much?
Yeah. Yes. I'm like nonverbal.
Trinket's just looking face down dead on the counter.
The itis.
Yeah, Trinket, for some reason, you're like, you can feel your heart, which is weird, and you're like really tired now. You're like really sleepy.
Just like real life.
I look over at Sam. I'm like, oh, Sam. It's like when I had the big sandwich.
Oh, yeah. And you use it to talk.
Trinket's just spacing out at the table.
Do you want to make sure Trinket gets back fine?
Oh, I'm sure, yes. Why
Food, not alcohol.
What if we just picked up the whole chair?
I mean, I think Trinket.
Yeah.
You ready to go to bed?
Yes.
Okay, come on, let's go. And Jaeger's gonna like put one of Trinket's arms like over his shoulders.
That fucked up.
I know, but it's just one of those like, come on, let's go.
Sam, what are you doing? You're now like, you hear noises in the kitchen while Barrett and Anna are cleaning up the kitchen. You have a
Sam.
snack for later.
Yeah, of course. Sam looks at the kitchen, looks out at Jaeger and Trinket leaving, steps outside, looks up at the tower, looks back at the kitchen.
There's something ominously familiar about looking up at the tower too, of just like, especially since like it's just the windows up there, like it's all windows all the way around basically, like a Firewatch tower, and just seeing the light and like all of the silhouette of like the person moving up there, it kind of feels like watching the tower from the outside, and you're like,
I think Sam's gonna pad their way over to the base of it. And
There's
like,
just a staircase leading up, you go all the way around.
I imagine there's windows that you can see if someone walked up the staircase.
Not really.
Okay.
I mean, you could definitely like look out the window and see somebody coming up to the base of the tower, but there's like a balcony all the way around, so like seeing somebody go up the tower would be pretty difficult.
I think Sam's gonna like start walking up the stairs and like stop if they hear like rustling noises of someone coming out.
You don't hear somebody coming out, but you do hear like kind of nice music playing from up there.
Okay, I think Sam's gonna like walk all the way up, and then
the staircase comes out like onto the balcony, basically, like the sort of like balcony that perimeters the entire Firewatch tower, and then there's like the inside in the middle of it, and there's like a door that you can knock on that you can like see. You like can get up onto the like up there, and from up there it's like, damn, this view even at night with all the stars, is like crazy. It's almost like it feels to you weirdly like looking up at the night sky is like being inside the hourglass.
I think Sam, instead of like knocking, is just gonna spend some time up there looking up, kind of existing.
You do hear a bunch of like movement in there occasionally, like silence, and then like a little bit of movement, like a book being moved or something, and like muttering a little bit.
I think Sam's just gonna wait up there for a while, and then like if the person inside doesn't leave,
roll a perception check.
1.
Sick. How bad is it?
18. So
Okay.
just distracted, hopefully.
You are like so enthralled at like watching the stars and just taking in the like air and the scene, and it's such a like really like a breathtaking moment. You have no idea how much time has passed when you hear someone else coming up the stairs, and then you see Anna with a plate of food like covered up and goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know you were."
Yeah, no, I'm used. I spent a lot of time recently in a city. I forgot how saying like points up much. I think I got lost there a minute.
She like looks at it all and she goes, "Yeah, it's something else."
Definitely. I wouldn't try to be a stranger. Just got lost in it all.
She nods. She goes, "Well, get used to it, because this view ain't going anywhere." And then
I hope not.
she knocks on the door.
Sam's like starts to creep down. Like I'm just gonna. And like walks down out of sight but doesn't leave.
And you hear a voice from inside go, "What? 1 second. It's dinner." He goes, "I know. I'm gonna be down in just a second. I gotta finish this up. And I'm taking some notes. He goes, "No, dinner's over. I brought some for you." And you hear Sam, the door open and go, "Oh, I'm really sorry." And you see there's like a young person who's like fairly pretty with like big round glasses, and they've got like an undercut, like shaved on both the sides, and they've got like light brown hair that is like tied up into a braid that hangs over one of their shoulders. Whereas Anna is wearing like rugged farmhand attire, they're wearing like a nice shirt, a bow tie, and like suspenders, and like well-fitted pants, and like really nice shoes, and the pants are like rolled up at the cuff at the bottom, and they've got like ink smeared on their fingers and like some on their cheek. And the girl goes, "It's fine. I know your work's really important to you." And she like hands the plate. The kid goes, "Yeah, I'm sorry. I should have been there." She goes, "It's fine. I was gonna introduce you to the new farmhands, but I guess you can meet them later. Get some sleep at some point." And then she like goes down the stairs, and you see the like person hold the plate of food, and then like slowly shut the door behind them.
Yeah, by the time that she starts to like turning to leave, Sam's like, "Oh shit!" And like, I shouldn't be here for this conversation. Eventually you get back to the house. You see she goes and turns all the lights off in the farmhouse, and she goes around to a lot of the barns and turns off all the lights in there as well, which is like putting out like lamps. Does anybody do anything else before they go to bed?
You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna sit in the common area of our house and wait for Sam and Barrett to get back.
Okay. Are you moving the chair back inside?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not a Philistine.
Okay.
It's gonna get all weird and wet after the night.
Okay. You're waiting for Sam. Trinket, are you staying up, or are you just going into your guys' room?
Right into food coma.
Okay, so Trinket goes in, goes right to sleep. Barrett, by the time you get back to the house, you like the light is on in the left-hand building, and the right-hand building, the light is off.
Okay.
I'm in the common area in the middle.
There's not a common area.
Oh, it's not. Okay.
There's a door connecting both common areas.
Okay.
But you know that Trinket already went to bed.
Yeah.
And it's been like 20 minutes
Oh, okay.
that
Cool.
Barrett was helping clean up. She went to take a plate up to her kid, and you went back to the houses. But Sam's not back yet, and you assuming that Trinket's asleep and that Jaeger might be up still since the light is on.
I'm going to, like, kind of meander over close to where the unnamed building is, and
Okay.
kind of like, I guess I'll kind of like hands in pockets, kind of kick some dirt over by like near the building, and see, like, I don't think Sam's in our building, and I don't think I've seen him come out of the building I was just in. So I'm just kind of like biding my time, trying to look casual, like, oh, whistling, looking at the stars, like.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, a little bit after that, you see Sam hurry past the like main area you guys are walking in between the farmhouse, the tower, and your guys' sort of house. Just like hurried as you see Anna going to the farmhouse and turning off all of the lights. And Sam, you see Barrett before you see anybody else.
Sam, like, kind of slows their quickened pace. Oh,
Hey, where were you?
I was going to go up there and just kind of see how the top of that fire watch tower was, see if they were hurt or anything. But I just kind of got lost looking up, and then I bumped into Anna, and it was kind of embarrassing. But the person in the tower isn't an owl. They're just an old person.
Oh, shit. I mean, that's good to be normal, I guess, but
Yeah,
not
that
what we need right now.
I just seem like a nerd.
Oh, okay. Well, ready to find out what's in this building or what?
Oh! I forgot this was happening.
What's in your pocket?
What? I have a lot of things in my pocket.
It looks bigger than normal.
Well, I don't know. Same like Roma just through their pockets.
You feel something wet.
Why do I have something wet in my pocket? Like,
You gonna pull it out? Mm-hmm. It's a fish.
pulls entire fish out.
What?
I forgot I left this in here.
Oh. All right, put that back in your pocket. I don't want to know. That's the last time I ever
Sam
asked
puts
that
it in the
question.
other pocket.
All right, well, you want to try and figure out a way in here? You want silence?
Oh yeah, we can do. Yeah, let's do a silence thing.
All right.
How
Well,
do you? I've never used the spell.
let me see that fish.
Okay, Sam reaches back into their pockets for the fish.
I'm gonna pull the ring off of the keychain I have on the pocket watch I have, put it on, and bippity boppity. There you go. Silence.
Especially since every time you put that ring on, you feel connected to Grin. You feel even more embarrassed with how, like, Grin is judging you somewhere.
I'm literally putting silence on a dead pocket fish.
Yeah.
Can I find the pocket fish?
The good thing is you
pocket.
won't be able to hear Grin judge you because
Silence.
silence.
My favorite spell of his.
Sam looks at the fish as Barrett finishes casting the spell and goes and mouths the word "what," and then looks down and panics because they can't hear themselves.
And then I'm gonna do Thieves' Cant, like, signaling.
Sam looks baffled at what you're doing.
I slow down and stop halfway through signing, and I'm like, as I very, like, apparently just two hands, knife hands, like, going that way, building, finger walking.
Sam makes like a "what are you doing" motion and then goes to like waves their pipe and then says something and nothing happens. Look like they're beaming a thought into your brain and there's just silence and they look really confused.
Barrett just very unaudibly sighs and rolls their eyes and yanks the fish from your hand. And
Sam looks upset.
and proceeds to walk over to the other building, to our building.
Okay. Barrett gets like 30 feet away, and all of a sudden you can hear sound again.
I didn't know the night was so loud.
I'm going to go over to the building, and I look through the window.
As you look in the window of your guys' sort of housing unit, you see Jaeger is like sitting on a chair and then like looks around for a second as if confused that all of a sudden sound has turned off.
I'm like, as he's looking around, I'm just like at the window, like going, waving.
That's
like,
terrifying. Imagine sound turns off completely, and
then
you're
a
like,
shadow
something's
shift.
wrong, and a shadow shifts on the wall, and you look out and you see someone standing in the window.
There's a gun pointed at you. He goes,
I give you the thumbs behind me, like, hey, let's fucking go.
Jaeger lowers the gun and goes, and like holds his chest, breathes out slowly, and then looks like a bear and goes, and like says like, "What the fuck?" But you can't read it because you can't hear it. It's just his mouth moving. He goes,
I hold up the fish.
You're so confused. You're so confused.
at first he seemed like he was getting it, and then the fish was held up and he went, "What? What?"
I give a shrug and I like do a hand signal towards the unnamed house, and I just start walking.
Jaeger starts following Barrett like out the door, but he's like looking around, like looks at the fish again, just like, why do you go fish?
We did this so ass backwards.
And then
Trinket's fucking having a great time.
He was just sitting there awkwardly waiting for them to walk.
Are you invisible yet?
No.
All right, Jaeger and Barrett meet up with you again, Sam, and all of a sudden, again, as soon as Barrett gets within range, you can't hear anything.
As I'm walking up and I see Sam, I go, fucking fuck, and just put my arms up like, serious.
Sam looks like
Barrett is waving a fish at you.
Sam like throws up their hands of like, what do you want from me?
I literally just chuck the fish behind me.
Sam's like,
Without
A couple
looking.
seconds pass, and then as soon as the fish clears 30 feet, you guys all have sound again.
what do you pause? What do we?
my fish.
All right, you can have it back as soon as you're invisible. It's over there.
Wait, pause. Okay, wait.
You look out to the darkness, gesturing where the fish is.
Yeah, you got fairy fire or whatever. You can figure it out.
What? Oh, okay. Look.
I cast silence on the fish. I was expecting them to be invisible. They're not.
Okay. I
I
thought
feel
I
like
was
this all
sneaking
could have
in.
been communicated, but at like right after dinner.
I didn't
before
quite
you went
really.
and just like
I'm not a fucking caster. How am I supposed to
I was
know?
waiting for you two at the house so we could do this planning before we did everything else, but then no one showed up, so I was just.
I'm about to hit this fucking pocket watch right now. Like, can you just go invisible and go see what's
I mean,
in there?
yeah, by the tower, man. And just like
Fuck this casting shit. I take the ring off and put it on my keychain again.
Sam like waves their wand in the air and then like bonks themselves in the head and they turn invisible.
Okay. Then Sam disappears.
No, where's the fish?
Barrett, you feel something shove you in the back.
Ow.
Yeah, I guess you had to roll a perception check to go look for the fish.
Okay. Go find the fish in the dark.
I'm gonna roll disadvantage because. God damn, it would be a nat 20 and then fucking the other one. It's gonna be a 11.
Yeah, you stumble around and you're like, and you can't hear anything. You're like, okay.
Okay.
It's somewhere within 30 feet of me.
Good start. Okay.
And then you like, but the other thing is that like, it's dark and you can't hear anything. So it's very disorienting because there's like almost no way to figure out which direction you're going. And you're like, even if you're like, shit, and you like trip or touch something, you can't hear anything.
You know what is good? You
The thing
can
is, I
probably
left the light
smell
on.
The fish.
Well, I left the light on in the
Okay,
building,
so
so I
you
can.
could, like,
I can.
you see that
my
over
north.
there.
That's north. So now I'm like, cool. From here, I can just walk around from here.
All right, roll
Should
another
find
check.
this.
It takes you a couple of minutes.
There we go. 24.
Okay, you like triangulate the fish, and you grab it, you pick it up. It's now covered in dirt, and it doesn't smell good.
No, where the hell is? Fuck. Where's Sam? I start walking back toward like Barrett. I'm
Okay,
like,
are you guys Sam? Are you waiting for Jaeger to find that fish? Because it takes him a minute to find the fish.
Yes. Yeah, as Sam spent the time.
How long does invisibility last?
An hour.
Okay.
I'm fairly sure.
Yeah, no, it doesn't take an hour to find the fish. It takes an embarrassingly long time, but it's not an hour. Eventually, Jaeger returns with the fish. You guys can now not hear anything, and Sam, you can't be seen.
Sam goes over and tugs on the fish.
silence only works for 10 minutes though. Oh,
The fish starts moving on its own.
Eager, let's go.
The fish floats. Sam grabs it so it looks like the fish is like righted normally as if it was in the water. And just starts moving it around with them. The fish like bobs up and down, bobs towards the house, just starts going towards the house.
Are you going towards the house or are you going?
Or sorry, towards the forbidden shed.
The fish turns around.
You just watches the fish bob away into the dark, and he's just like.
We just look to each other.
You see that the forbidden shed, as you called it, doesn't have any windows on the outside, and the only entrance to it is a large sliding barn door. And you see there's a chain across the barn door that is currently locked.
The fish goes over and like bumps into it, and comes back and like bumps into Barrett. And like bobs, starts bobbing towards, turns back, bobbing towards.
I follow the fish.
Okay.
Fish like goes over there and like bumps into the chain.
There's a fish aggressively miming towards doing something about the lock on the door, of the locked chain.
I guess I should just attack the fucking lock. 6.
Its AC was 2.
Yeah, I hit it.
Okay, can you roll damage?
Yeah. 2.
Well, it had
with your charisma?
1 hit point. Barrett pulls out his axe and slices the chain so easily that the chain just like falls apart.
The fish like floats in front of the door, and there's like a tiny little scuff marks on the ground as like boots are sliding as the door tries to move.
Yeah, roll a strength check.
15.
15? You do manage to slide it open, but it is heavy.
I halfway open. I help open the door.
Okay, yeah. Inside, you see like, obviously this seems like where they keep some storage and supplies. There's like kind of bales of extra food, but in the back there's sort of like what you would assume to be like a makeshift jail, but then pretty quickly you realize it's like, oh, this is like a holding pen, because there's another trough there and everything else. And you see that there is like a male raptor, so they're bigger and their like feathers are way more like deep muted colors. And it's like, sadly, it's like its head is down and it looks like it's sick, like it's not feeling very well. And it's kind of weird.
Sam like scans around with their fish.
Roll a perception check.
Natural 20.
What the fuck, really?
Yep.
It's an illusion.
Sam came over. Wait a minute.
The holding pen is an illusion, but the raptor being sick in the back of the holding pen is an illusion. If you see through an illusion, you just see the truth, right?
Yep.
You're like, it's an illusion. And you narrow your eyes, because you do illusions all the time, Sam. Mm-hmm. And you see that spread across the entire holding pen with maybe enough room that someone could fill the trough without ever running into it. It is like someone has turned a raptor inside out and made them into a spider web. And at the center of that spider web is this big, undulating, cocoon-like thing.
Sam, the fish drops on the ground. And the world does not hear it, but there's a lot of
Barrett, you see there's a sick raptor in the back of a holding pen. There's like nothing of roll perception check.
18 total.
It's just a sick raptor in the back of the pen.
And then I see a fish hit the floor.
And then you see a fish hit the floor. Yeah.
He like kind of jolts up, like alerted, like.
Sam, are you like backing away?
Sam does grab the fish. It's like backs up, grabs on ground like, okay, nope.
You close the door?
Yep.
Okay.
It's like boots grabbing on the ground.
Are you inside or are you outside?
I'm like leaning on the door frame.
Okay, the door starts like moving, like against, like you can feel Sam is trying to close the door.
I go, oh, okay, and I close the door.
Okay, you guys.
Sam like grabs the chain and like starts putting.
Barrett cut it at an angle. There's like no way to put the chain back.
So you see the chain, the fish go on the ground, the chain get picked up, it thrown on the ground, the fish get picked back up, and like the fish gets waved at you.
The fish is just like flopping aggressively at you.
I'm like, okay.
Smells awful. Real bad.
I'm going to hit the pocket watch.
Okay.
From Pleasant Dreams.
Not the corn!
Yeah,
Not the corn!
For real, it's like, what a weird awakening, because Trinket, you're sleeping and you're having dreams of corn at first, just like fields and fields of corn. And then I feel like You remember the fields of corn that were around that fucking farmhouse where all the fucking corn came from? And then they like just start getting bigger and bigger and bigger until like the corn is blocking out the sun and the sky. And then all there is just darkness. And then you like see in that darkness a light go on and you see the tower and then you hear it chime. And then all of a sudden you're awake on the couch, having heard the clock tower pull you back, and you look and you see Sam looks freaked out, Barrett looks confused as fuck, and Jaeger is also probably, I imagine, pretty perturbed at being suddenly on the couch in the clock tower.
I didn't die. What happened?
Yeah, what happened?
As Trinket, you go to say what happened, and Jaeger, you try to say something, all of you realize you can't hear anything. None of you can hear anything.
It carries over.
And as you look, there's a fish on the coffee table.
You're kidding.
Covered in red dirt.
It's Sam still invisible?
Yeah, nothing made you break concentration.
There's an empty
So Sam is gone.
So I just mouth, where's Sam?
As I
Nobody can talk.
Mess.
Sam is gone.
Jaeger's actually freaking out.
Yeah, Jaeger shoots up off of the couch.
Sam drops invisibility.
Sam appears on the couch.
Wait.
Jaeger gestures to Sam, freaking out.
I ignore this chaos. I pull out my pocket watch and go up to the mirror. I'm turning back time.
Are you gonna drop silence on the fish at all?
I can do that, huh?
Uh-huh.
I've always just thrown it afterwards.
Yeah, no, you decide.
Drop it at will.
You decide when you can drop it. If
Sure, yeah, I just... do I want to drop this yet? I'm going to go up to the mirror.
Okay, so no, the answer is no, you're not dropping silence.
I go,
okay.
And I go up to the mirror and I reset it to the time before I cut the chain. And I go, okay, it's lined up. Now dispel.
And Barrett drops silence. Hey, it's me, Ellie again. I'm here to tell you what's going on with ClockTower, and, well, this is one of those times I don't have a huge update. I've talked with some fans in person about the show recently, and I just want to say thank you. To everyone who supports the show, shares it with their friends, or even just enjoys it silently. You're the reason it's still here. Sincerely. So thank you. And on to credits. If you would like to collaborate with us in any way, contact us through the Contact Us section of our website, ClockTowerAgent.com. Barrett was played by Bink. Sam was played by Cal. Trinket was played by Kball. Jaeger was played by Trent. And I, Ellinthris, was your DM. The voice of our disclaimer is Valak Donahue. You can check out all of his work at patreon.com/themadlanddreamer. All music from Season 1 of ClockTower made by Who's Music. If you would like your own D&D music commissioned, you can contact them and find all of their work through their website, whoseisthis.com, or find it in the description below. Thanks, Who's. Additional music and FX provided by Andrew Smith and Cal. Thank you to our editing team and Cal for making the episodes what they are. Thank you to our sponsor, Alpha Lupine Images, for donating the equipment to help us make more content with better quality. And thank you again for listening. ClockTower Season 2, Episode 30, will be out for all of our early episode patrons, March 29th, and will release publicly April 5th. Till then, time's ticking. See you in the clock tower.